Hello everyone, welcome back to Investment IQ Insights. Today we're diving into the exciting world of investing in stocks for beginners. Whether you're looking to grow your wealth or simply curious about the stock market, you're in the right place. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Let's get started. To kick things off, let's demystify the stock market. Imagine it as a bustling marketplace where shares of companies are bought and sold. It's the heartbeat of the financial world, connecting investors and companies. The stock market provides a platform for companies to access funding for growth and expansion, while investors have the opportunity to participate in the success of these companies and potentially earn returns through capital appreciation and dividends. Let's next discuss common stocks. Common stocks represent ownership in a business or corporation. When an individual buys common stocks, they become a shareholder in the company. This ownership stake entitles them to certain rights, such as voting on corporate matters and receiving a share of the company's profits. Investors buy and sell common stocks through brokers who act as intermediaries facilitating transactions. Buyers bid for stocks at a certain price, and sellers offer their stocks at a specific price. When these prices match, a transaction occurs. While not guaranteed, common stockholders may receive a portion of the company's profits in the form of dividends. Common stockholders also benefit from capital appreciation when the market value of the stock increases. If the stock is sold at a higher price than the purchase price, the investor realizes a capital gain. Let's look next at the difference between active investing and passive investing. Active investing involves a hands-on approach in which fund managers or individual investors actively research, analyze, and select investments. They frequently monitor their portfolios and make adjustments based on changing market conditions, economic indicators, and company performance. Active investors often engage in individual stock picking, attempting to identify undervalued or promising securities which require in-depth research and analysis. The goal of active investing is to beat the market and achieve returns that outperform specific benchmarks, such as the S&P 500 or the Russell 2000. Passive investing involves a more passive or hands-off approach. Passive investors typically buy and hold a diversified portfolio of securities that mirror a specific market index. Passive investors aim to minimize trading activity, so once a portfolio is set up to replicate an index, there's limited need for frequent changes to the portfolio. Passive investors tend to have a long-term investment horizon and generally avoid trying to time the market. Rather than trying to beat the market, passive investors seek to match the performance of a specific benchmark, such as the S&P 500 index. Let's now look at the differences between a long-term investing strategy and stock trading. Long-term investing is an investment strategy where individuals or institutions make financial commitments to hold assets for an extended period. The primary focus of long-term investing is to capitalize on the potential for sustained growth and the compounding of returns over time. Stock trading is the process of buying and selling shares held only for a short period of time. It's characterized by short-term transactions, often executed within a day, week, or month, with the primary objective of capitalizing on price fluctuations and making quick profits. We here at Investment IQ Insights stay away from stock trading because we've been unsuccessful in its use in the past and prefer to stick with a long-term strategy when investing in the stock market. Let's look next at the different investment vehicles that the beginner investor needs to be familiar with. We'll first look at mutual funds. Mutual funds are investment vehicles that pool money from multiple investors to create a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, or other securities. These funds are managed by professional fund managers who make investment decisions on behalf of the investors and oversee the day-to-day operations of the mutual fund. Mutual funds provide a convenient way for individuals to gain exposure to a diversified portfolio without directly managing individual securities. They are suitable for both beginners and experienced investors and offer a range of options to match different investment objectives and risk preferences. Next on our list of investment vehicles are index funds. An index fund is a type of mutual fund with a portfolio constructed to match or track the components of a financial market index, such as the S&P 500 index. Investors often turn to index funds as a core component of their investment portfolios due to their simplicity, low costs, and ability to provide diversified exposure to the broader market. In addition, index funds are often considered suitable for long-term investors. Last on our list of investment vehicles are exchange-traded funds, commonly referred to as ETFs. ETFs, in reality, are nothing more than index-type funds that are traded on stock exchanges like individual stocks. ETFs offer a way for investors to buy and sell a diversified portfolio of assets, such as stocks, bonds, or commodities, in a manner that combines the features of both mutual funds and individual stocks. Similar to index funds, many ETFs follow a passive investment strategy by tracking a specific benchmark index. However, there are also actively managed ETFs where fund managers make dynamic investment decisions. Let's now look at a very important wealth creator that every investor should take advantage of if offered by their employer, and it's the company's sponsored retirement plan. In the United States, many companies or businesses offer company-sponsored retirement plans such as 401ks. Contributions to these plans are often made on a pre-tax basis, reducing an individual's taxable income in the current year. Additionally, investment gains within the retirement account are tax-deferred until withdrawal. Some employers provide matching contributions to employees' retirement accounts, typically up to a certain percentage of the employee's salary. Taking full advantage of employer matching contributions is a key way to maximize retirement benefits. Most retirement plans allow for automatic contributions through payroll deductions. This automation makes it easy for individuals to consistently save for retirement without having to actively manage contributions, which promote financial discipline and regular savings. In conclusion, taking advantage of a company's retirement plan provides individuals with a structured and tax-efficient way to save for their future. If your employer offers a retirement plan, enrolling in as soon as possible would be an intelligent thing to do. Now, we'll discuss one of the favorite tools that we here at Investment IQ Insights really like, and that's the individual retirement account, commonly referred to as an IRA. An IRA is a tax-advantaged investment account designed to help individuals save for retirement. There are different types of IRAs, including traditional IRAs and Roth IRAs, each with its own set of rules and benefits. One of the standout advantages of investing through an IRA is the tax benefits. In a traditional IRA, your contributions are often tax-deductible, meaning you can potentially lower your taxable income for the year. With a Roth IRA, while your contributions aren't tax-deductible, qualified withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. It's a win-win tax situation. Another advantage is the flexibility when it comes to investment options. IRAs offer a wide range of investment choices, including stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and more. This diversity allows you to tailor your investment strategy to your risk tolerance, financial goals, and time horizon. One of the most important moves you must make before being able to invest in the stock market is opening a brokerage account. So, what exactly is a brokerage account? Simply put, it's like a gateway to the financial markets. A brokerage account allows you to buy and sell various financial instruments, from stocks and bonds to ETFs and more. It's your personal hub for building your investment portfolio. Now, the first decision you'll make is choosing a brokerage. There are numerous options out there, each with its own set of features, fees, and tools. Take your time to research and select the ones that align with your investment goals and preferences. Next up, consider the type of account you want to open. There are individual accounts, joint accounts, retirement accounts like IRAs, and more. Your choice depends on your financial goals, whether it's saving for retirement, investing jointly with a partner, or something else. Alright, you've done your research and you're ready to open your account. The application process is usually straightforward. You'll need to provide personal information, financial details, and sometimes even documentation. It's all about ensuring a secure and compliant environment. Once your account is open, it's time to fund it. Most brokerages offer multiple funding options, such as bank transfers or checks. Choose the method that works best for you and kickstart your investing journey with an initial deposit. With your account funded and the platform at your fingertips, you're probably wondering what the best investments for beginners are. Well, we have an answer for you. And remember, it's okay to start small and gradually expand your investments. First things first, before diving into the market, ensure you have an emergency fund. It acts as a financial safety net. High-interest savings accounts are a great place to park your emergency fund. They're safe and easily accessible. Now, let's talk about the best investments for beginner investors. For beginners, index funds and exchange-traded funds are golden. They provide instant diversification, tracking the performance of entire markets or specific sectors. Think of them as a basket of stocks, spreading risk and simplifying your investment journey. We at Investment IQ Insights like Vanguard's offerings when it comes to index funds. We believe that the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund symbol VTSMX, Vanguard 500 Index Fund Admiral Shares symbol VFIAX, and Vanguard High Dividend Yield Index Fund symbol VHYAX are good starters for the beginner investor. If you're feeling a bit more adventurous, consider dipping your toes into individual stocks. Start with companies you know and understand. Look for ones with solid fundamentals and a history of steady growth. It's all about building a portfolio that aligns with your risk tolerance and goals. Stocks that we like and think are a good fit for the beginner investor's portfolio are the Coca-Cola Company, symbol KO, Johnson & Johnson, symbol JNJ, Procter & Gamble Company, symbol PG, Microsoft Corporation, symbol MSFT, Visa Incorporated, symbol V, the Walt Disney Company, symbol DIS, and Abbott Laboratories, symbol ABT. Real estate can be a powerful investment, but for beginners, real estate investment trusts, REITs, are a fantastic entry point. REITs allow you to invest in real estate without having to buy physical properties. They often pay dividends and provide a way to diversify your portfolio. The real estate investment trust we like is the Vanguard Real Estate Index Fund, symbol VGSIX. Our final tip for the beginner investor is to invest for the long term. There are great benefits to long-term investing. Long-term investing typically involves a time horizon measured in years or even decades. This extended period allows investors to ride out short-term market fluctuations and benefit from the overall growth potential of their investments. The power of compounding is a fundamental principle of long-term investing. As returns are reinvested, they generate additional earnings, creating a compounding effect that accelerates wealth growth over time. The earlier one starts investing, the greater the compounding impact. In conclusion, long-term investing is a patient and disciplined approach that aligns with the philosophy of allowing investments to grow steadily over an extended period. While it doesn't eliminate risk entirely, it positions investors to navigate market fluctuations and harness the potential for sustained growth and wealth accumulation. Congratulations! You've just completed your crash course in stock market investing. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow aspiring investors. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights. Thanks for joining us today at Investment IQ Insights.